Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And I had to change up, my devices because I was having so many problems. I'm under attack. It's Friday. So, you can expect that these narcissists want to come out the woodworks and they're trying to upset matters. They're trying to frustrate situations. And the only thing that I can say is I have to thank God under all conditions. When things are going right, I thank God. And when things are going wrong, I still continue to thank God because I'm grateful for what He has been able to remove me from. And, this too shall pass. So with that being said, when you're dealing with the type of narcissist, who are spiritual narcissists, then whenever you have a disagreement with them, you're going to come under attack. And a lot of people do not understand what that means, that the narcissists want to see you in pain. They want to see you broken. They want to see you down under them, begging them. And they will do anything. They will tell lies in order to do that. But when you're able to go into the other realms and see what has gone on in the past, what has gone on with these individuals, and you're able to find out this information, and this is what has been going on over this last week, that I'm able to see and able to recognize what were those changing rooms. Why did the entity show me that the different realms in this person's life when they had made a bargain? And I was seeing that this person, had collaborated with elder, the grandparents, my grandparents, to become the narcissists that they are today. They had, collaborated. They were in collusion with each other to destiny swap with one of the sons. That's what I was seeing in this premonition, and I was kind of thrown off, and I had to go and receive the clarity. And I was able to back up in my mind and play it slowly so that I could get the clarity and the understanding of what I was seeing. That these persons who were, family members together, they are fighting so hard, against me as the chosen one, the generational curse breaker, because they know that I've seen the signs that something is not right within the lineage. And, like I say, whenever you move away from the people and you cut the cord, the frequency, so that they can no longer, reach out to you. That doesn't mean that they can't send negative attacks, but those frequencies have been cut so that they are exposed, and they have been exposed for what they have been doing. Okay, so this is what I have been experiencing. And when I started to, use the cleansing method on this situation to gain more clarity, then I was able to see that it was, up to, 6-7 people that had knowledge of this destiny swap within my family. And I was able to see that this is why that I have to make sure that I'm not getting frustrated. And, this is what they were intending to do. They were intending to frustrate me about a person who had willingly destiny swap with another sibling, at at the grandparents, at the father's request, because this person was mentally challenged. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up from the situation after doing further investigation on my premonition from yesterday. Then I understand that the reason why, God gave me serenity, He gave me calmness, and He gave me the clarity to understand and go backwards in order to see what I was seeing. And this person, these persons with the 1940s baby shoes on, this was telling me, this was, the two siblings that I was seeing that's born almost at the same time. One of them was thought to be, normal by the parent, and the other one was known to be mentally challenged, a lot like Esau and Jacob. So when we understand what was going on, the clarity at the time, then, God has given me the authority to cut ties, because this means that that person willingly went into a contract to, exchange destinies, because at the father's request, because he wanted the acceptance and the love of the father. I can't make this stuff up, guys. This is what after further doing investigation, after, doing meditation on this situation, this is what I came up with, that this person, they're at the very root of the problem in order to attack the chosen one, in order to attack me, in order to, upset matters, in order to create situations so that, they can keep fires going, keep stuff going in the family. These persons are covering for each other. And so I have decided, after, consulting with some of the people, with consulting with some of the family members, and they're trying to pretend that, it's somebody else. They're trying to, pass the situation on to somebody else that is also, that was mentally unstable. Then this is what I'm getting, that, you have to step back off of that situation. The only thing that I can say to you is, nobody better not hurt them. Nobody better not hurt them. Don't hurt them, because if you can destiny swap for the love, and this is what I'm gonna, teach you right now, because, I had to go backwards into my nightmares in order to receive my star back. And any time that you have a person, an entity that will tell you that your family is going to reject you if you receive your star back. So then we ultimately understand that we're going to have to go through something when we carry the weight. When we carry the weight of, knowing that these people are spiritual narcissists. And when you start going down that rabbit hole, it wasn't just one side of the family, it's both sides. And this is where the mental challenges, the physical challenges come. This is where you're seeing the transformation from the 3D to the 5D. And, you don't understand at that point. You don't understand at that point, and it takes a minute for you to be able to understand that this is why you have been under attack. This is why you would be rejected, because you have your parent that was a willing participant and willingly destiny swap for, the love of the parent. So they were not able to go through the fire. This parent was not able to go through the fire. So, we had to wait 60, 70 years for me to return to this situation in order to be able to bring clarity and correct this situation on this side of the family. So this is what I am getting from that situation when I did a second trans meditation on the situation. This is what I am getting from this situation. And I wanted you to have the understanding that when you are unsure about something, when you're not having clarity, when the entity is showing you things, from the past and bringing them to the future in other people's past, your parents' past, in your grandparents' past, in your uncles and aunts' past, then you have to understand that they're showing you that there has been a destiny swap. There has been a contract made on the back as a burden onto this person, and it was supposed to go down into the generations, but the buck stops here. So I wanted to give you this understanding, what I was able to give. I thank all of you who have, given me the clarity that I needed, in this situation. I have been praying about this situation all week. And I am able to just say, these people they're in collusion together because, they are a part of the matrix. They are a part of, the attack that has been up on the lineage. They have created this type of attack, and this is why they are fighting so hard in order to keep that negative energy from returning to them for what they have been worshiping, for what they have done, for what they are trying to, sacrifice the chosen one, and they are unable to carry out that attack. And I have seen this, for what it is, and I have made my peace with it. So, the only thing that they can come and say to me is, what is his next move? What is his next move? The only next move that he has is to, a place that, would be safe and secure. There is nothing else that I can do with this situation at the moment. So, we've made our peace with it, and we've let it go, and we've released these people with love, and we're moving into, our true self. We're moving into our enriched self. We're moving into, loving ourselves, and not taking all of those that baggage and that extra, that deception that they want to, make you pretend with them. We're not taking all of the negative energy that they are trying to pour into this situation and create fires with this person. I'm not here to put out your fires. So this is what they're hoping, that I will engage them, but I've simply just told them the truth. I've simply told them the truth, that I don't want to, have to expose you, for being the persons that you are. I made sure that I sent them the pictures of the things that they have done with this person. And I'm talking about, putting this person in places where rats were coming up, and I was unaliving rats for, this individual, so that they would be safe until I could move him into a safer situation. So this is what, the problem is. And I made sure that they knew that I have been watching their behavior for a very long time, and I told them the truth. And so this is what you have to do when you encounter those spiritual narcissists. We're not only going to make their mask slip, we're going to crush their pride and ego. We're going to crush their mask, so that there is no doubt in their minds, I will, defend myself. If you're all in collusion against me, if, even the person that I have helped, even if they are in collusion against me, I will stand for what's right, and I will expose you for being the demonic persons and the narcissists that you are. And I hope that you understand that this is what you have to do when you let go of situations. Okay, when you let go of people who are involved with narcissist, toxic people. simply just walk away. And this is what I have done with this situation. And I hope that you understand you will have to make sure that you keep your distance as well. And I hope you receive this message. So please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can book your one-on-one life coaching sessions with me. Book your video chats or your consultations so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. You can reach out to me in a description below. All of my information is listed in my description. Donate to me or give in offerings. If this channel has helped you in any way, I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.